Barbecue champions on real live beaches. Where was the beach?
West Wittering. It's very nice.
I know that one.
Do you?
Yes, I do know that one. Yeah, very nice. The little beach huts down there.
They do have
don't
beach huts, yeah. We're all changing behind those. Do you know what's really nice when you see that footage, though? Because having just seen your barbecue, as nice as it was, in my head, that's what our standard British barbecue is. You know, you see your chicken legs.
What do you mean, our bog standard?
Our bog standard. But this blew my tiny little mind. We saw people infusing smoke into strawberries and making Yorkshire puddings rise on the grill. And I even learnt how to cook dirty. I didn't even know what that was.
And what that means is...
In her bikini
well, you've just seen the bikini one.
Bikini.
No, it's okay. I can't unsee that, and I'm happy about that.
Brace yourself,
cooking,
Mr.
no,
Richman.
but I love you for that picture. No, cooking dirty means cooking directly on the coals. So you can literally do everything from bell pepper to garlic, onion, spring onion right on the coals, or even put steaks directly right on the coals themselves.
Anyone can make it, including me. Throw it in.
I'm not sure, but is that not a bit sooty or gritty?
Not at all. Not at all. What you actually do is, for example, with the bell peppers, the skin will slough off, and the heat actually brings out more sugars.
Slough as an American word, slough off?
No, it's actually, no, isn't that in the, if this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and dissolve into a dew? Isn't Shakespeare one of your people?
Thank you.
But
he wasn't Irish as far as I remember.
No, but so that's the thing, that you can actually imbue flavor, and you would think that it's soot, but if you let the coals get hot enough, it'll create a sear and it'll cook the meat without actually imparting, you know, any kind of soot and grit and stuff like that.
How good are these cooks? My husband thinks he's really good at barbecues.
And I know you are. However, no, he's not. Yes, you are.
It's all right. But how
These guys
good
are a whole other level.
Is it?
It's unbelievable. It really is. And you're going to particularly like the women, because it's quite annoying when you hear that, you know, you think that barbecues are sort of the guys' realm. The women take over. There's a girl who calls herself the pit mistress, and she was in charge of all these guys, telling them the level that they should heat their coals at, telling them where they need to be. She was unbelievable. She was like a conductor.
I can see a whole new series. Cooking dirty with the pit mistress. It has a certain ring to it.
You know what I think was cool, though, is being that, obviously, through shows like Man vs. Food, Man Finds Food, that people know that I know American barbecue so well. I didn't want to find somebody that was doing their best, you know, impression aping Kansas City, St. Louis, or Memphis, because I can go to Kansas City, St. Louis, or Memphis for that.
So what were you looking for?
Specifically UK's BBQ Champ, people that are going to bring their own experience. So whether they were from Southampton or Somerset, Woking, we have this amazing competitor from Brixton, and they each bring their own family traditions and doing things like Sunday roast, Yorkshire pudding, things that they grew up on, Cold Cannon potato. We have potato bread.
This was new, because I didn't know that you had to do this. I thought you just get your brisket or your charcoal, throw it on, and off you go. But you choose a kind of sort of infused, is it apple infused oak wood?
Well, you could do different woods burn at different temperatures, so you can sear with them, you can infuse flavor, direct heat, indirect heat. Look, the bottom line is, as someone who not only is, you know, being a judge on the show, but producing it, I didn't want it to be something that's inaccessible and way too scientific.
Yes.
If you're just someone who has a little tiny grill and a fire escape, or you have someone with this big old drum BBQ, you will learn something new each episode.